Hello and welcome to episode 28 of the Green Bay Packer franchise, the offseason of 2019. Went 7-9 and didn't make the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Aaron Rodgers played terrible, had 14 touchdowns and 14 interceptions, threw the backup in a couple of times, but that's where we stand. The last one was retirement. It was regression, retirement, review, the 3 R's. Ryan Clandy went to Super Bowl and lost. Let's see. Connor Barwin retires. Ellie Quibb retires. Brian Cushing retires. Eric Weddle retires. Terrell Suggs. Connor Barth. Joe Thomas retires. Joe Staley retires. That's a lot of Owen Daniels, King Lundap. There we go. That's our retirements. Lots of releases. I don't know if anybody really... People were traded. No, look at that. Oh, this is from just before the trade deadline. Franchise tag. Re-signed. Okay, there we go. Well, guys, that's going to be the next episode. Episode 28 is complete. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We're going to go into the offseason and the draft for the next episode, and we'll see you then. Thanks. This is BU Squaller signing off. Bye. Avon Conrad was our first pick in the 2018 draft. He was selected 23rd overall. He had, look at that. He's a run-stopping nose tackle with 59 tackles and 5.5 sacks, 4 pass deflections, and he played just about every snap, 16 games. He was a B last year. He's a solid B. I mean, I'm pretty happy with his performance. I might even give him a B+. B+ for our good friend here. Our next 2 draft picks in the second and third round were Daquan George and Justice Clinton, and one was traded and one was cut. They've been off the team for a year now, so not good. So let's take a look at one of our many third round picks. It was a corner, Stephen Haskins. Right now he's playing nickel. 5 solo tackles, no interceptions. He actually went down a little bit. Let's see if he played less. Yeah, he kind of dropped down a little bit. Lost some playing time here. So he's a D+ player. Our other third round pick, Teron Quinn, was cut this year, so he is not on the team anymore. Our next up is a wide receiver, Desmond Cobbs. Where is Mr. Cobbs? Wow. Let's see if we can find him on the roster. And he's way down there. Probably spent all his time, on the practice squad. Practice squad player. Not strong enough to get a D. He got enough. Chauncey Bigby is the next pick. He was a 5th round pick. Let's see if he's on the active squad here. He is not. So he too probably didn't get much time. Right outside linebacker. Went the wrong way. Stats and contracts? No stats. No nothing. He's an F. He was a practice squad player. Macarius Cooks is next. He actually became our dime back for quarterbacks, and he has 2 interceptions and 13 tackles on 536 plays. So he improved. He didn't get to play much at all in the prior year, I don't believe. Let's see what the prior year showed. Oh, maybe it showed him not receiving or not having anything. Yeah, so the prior year he was just a practice squad player. So he actually got on the field and had 2 interceptions. I give him a D+. Our punter. Now, we have to go to stats for punter because we have to see what he did compared to other punters. Looking at his stats alone is very... career stats? No. I want to look. I forget. Team stats, maybe. NFL. No, I can't remember. I gotta find it. Hold on. I'll be back in a second. Oh, so silly of me just not remembering. So look at this. This is punters, and Mr. Cleveland is 4th in the league with a 47.5 average. I think his, I don't think you can even see that he played 143 downs. Punted 143 times. Net average is 3rd. So he's a top 5 punter. He wasn't very good last year, but he's a top 5 punter. That makes him an A player. I mean, if he was the top 1, 2, 3, maybe he'd be, he's 3rd here, so maybe he's an A player. So we drafted a good punter, and this year we're gonna have to draft a kicker, and maybe we'll get a good kicker. I didn't really like what I saw in the kicking department. Antoine McIver is the last 7th round pick we took in the 2018 draft, and he wasn't on the main roster. So statistics, let's see what he did last year. 2 receptions, 44 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So every ball he touched was a touchdown, and he did that on 84 plays in 16 games. So he was available for every game, and he had 2 receptions. That's pretty funny. It doesn't really help him, but he's a D player. Okay, that was our 2018 draft class. Now we're going to do the 2019 draft class, which, we have 1 player cut in that one right off the bat. So we're going to start with our first pick overall, 23rd overall, the same draft choice that we had the prior year. Mr. Pathan here, Sheldon Pathan. Let's take a look at you. I think he played in every game, 10 tackles, 1 sack, 4 pass deflections. In general, only 455 plays, but that's because probably weren't in base defense a lot. He's available all the time, and he didn't really do much. I'm not really sure. It's hard to judge the linebackers because we don't know how many plays he gave up or whatever. But I'm gonna give him a C for his time. Next up is Lars Alston. So very Larez Alston. Half sack. Nice job. On 114 downs played. So, played in 15 games, got a half a sack. Nothing special. He's a D. All right, we made Corey Turnbull our 2nd round pick that we traded. We traded one of our picks and got it traded for this pick. And then the dog is barking. But he got to be our number one wide receiver with the Jordy Nelson retirement. So he played a lot. 54 receptions, 4 touchdowns on 112, probably all the snaps because he was available in every game. What is this? This is a B receiver. A B minus receiver. Here's another one of our traded picks that we received in the 3rd round. Diamond McFarland. Not him. He's a left end. I don't see him. So let's take a look at my team. It's funny, this is going to take a really long time when we get like more players. So far we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we didn't look at EJ Claiborne. He was not resigned. Excuse me. Left ends. There you go. Let's look at the stats. Hey. He's an F player. 3rd round pick, doing that kind of production. Kent McDougal was cut. A cornerback. Really? He's right here. I didn't cut him. He didn't play at all, but he's on the team. Huh. Yeah, gotta still work on how to do this part. All right, here comes our 4th round. This is where life started turning around for us on our selections. We have some pretty solid later round picks, starting with the man of the year who injured his pectoral in the last game of the year, but won defensive rookie of the year, 100 tackles, 100 solo tackles, I guess 126 tackles, 2 for a loss, a sack and a half, coverage, good coverage, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, and he played on how many snaps? Yeah, pretty much almost the whole thing. Superstar talent. He's an A. He's an A. A solid. So far, easily our best pick. Our next one was a wide receiver who we played as our 4th wide receiver. So he didn't get tons of play time. 4 receptions and a touchdown on 214 downs. C minus with potential because he's quick development. Riley Womack is our next one. He was a 5th round pick. He was our starting fullback. Ran the ball a little bit. That's how running backs, we didn't really even get into catching. Some catches here. His job was to pass block. We did that. Obviously, we pulled a fullback on there. Not a great fullback, just to see. Then our 6th round pick was probably the best steal in the draft. And that was our future starting quarterback, most likely. Riley Wilkins. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Nothing really great there. Ran the ball a little bit on 316 plays when we've sat Aaron Rodgers down for a little bit. So, just on potential and stuff, he's a B pick. We picked up a blocking tight end in the 7th round and got a lot of play time in. Nordley Anderson wasn't meant to catch the ball, but he got 12 catches, and so on 146 downs, he was supposed to do what he did, and he was a C player. And finally, a cornerback who I don't believe was on the starting list here. No. So we need to go here. Oh, I know what we're going to do. The other thing we're going to do in this episode is we're going to just take a quick look at legacy for players, active players, non-active players. We're just going to take a quick rundown, see who's leading the legacy charts. That should be interesting to watch. Here he is. He's fast. He's drafted in the 7th round for potential of whatever, and looks like he was a practice squad player, so he's enough. So there we go. That was a rundown of all our draft picks that we've had so far, and let's quickly just do a sum. Oops. Oh, this is not working like I wanted it to. 27 draft picks were so far, and we've lost 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we still have 21 on the team. All right, let's do a little legacy check. We are only for active people. Robert Kraft, 5 Super Bowls, 7 championships. Jerry Jones, we're pretty down there, I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be last. Yep, we're last, just because we're new. Active quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is second behind Ben Roethlisberger, and Eli Manning is a distant third. Blake Bortles is flying up the list. Look at that. He's past Russell Wilson. That's awesome. I like that. But if we do all, Aaron Rodgers is 4th between Tom Brady and John Elway. So let's look at running backs. Eddie Lacy is 4th. A little bit behind Adrian Peterson. Fullbacks, I'm Randall Cobb. Look at that. He's in the top 10 there now. And Jordy Nelson. Let's just take a look to see where Jordy Nelson ended. Oh, Jordy Nelson ended behind. Or is it going to get rid of him? I don't see him. Tight ends. Our tight end is too new. Russell Kuhn. We should probably get guards. No? Corey Lindsey. Look at that. J.C. Treader. T.J. Lang is now playing right tackle, but he's number 1. How is he for all time? First. Not exactly a stat they probably track too much, but all right. Left ends. Michael Bennett. It's going to be a little bit to see. Oh, here we go. Mike Daniels. A distant 5th. Fennell McPhee. 2 Super Bowls, huh? Wow. The things you learn. Bruce Irvin's not even in the league right now. Luke Kuechly. Clay Matthews. Still San Francisco 49er. Sorry, buddy. Sam Shields is right here. Sorry. Earl Thomas III. Cam Chancellor. Mason Crosby, second. Where does he stand for all time? Second. Nice. I know Legacy is just kind of funny, but P.O. Donald, head coach. John Fox. Pete Carroll. Look at Mike McCarthy is now a Chargers head coach. Chuck Padango, Bruce Arians. There we are. We got Todd Bowles and Bruce Arians and Jason Garrett above us. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that there. I think we went over the things I wanted to discuss. So